Have you ever sat alone one day and realized your life wasn't bad, but it wasn't getting better either? That was me. Wake up, go to work, come home, eat, sleep, repeat. And for a long time, I convinced myself this was normal. I told myself, this is life, this is responsibility. Everyone lives like this. But deep inside, I knew something wasn't right. Because every month looked exactly the same. The paycheck came in, the bills took it away, and I ended up in the same place. No progress, no freedom, no feeling that I was building something for myself. I was living, not building. And the hardest part, you don't notice when your life becomes a loop. Years don't disappear all at once, they disappear quietly. One day that looks exactly like the next. One routine replacing another. Until one day you realize you lost more time than you expected. So if you've ever felt like you work hard but never move forward, this video is for you. Welcome to Zero to Better. This channel isn't about getting rich overnight, and it isn't about motivation that disappears after 5 minutes. This channel is about something simpler and stronger. How to go from someone who only survives to someone who builds a better life. If this content speaks to you, subscribe now, because every video here might become the beginning of a new chapter in your life. A few years ago, my life looked stable from the outside. I finished school, I got a job, and I did everything people told me was the right path: study, graduate, work, be patient. But reality looked different. My salary was enough to survive, but not enough to move forward. And during some months, paying rent felt heavy. I started delaying things. Then I stopped planning. Then I stopped dreaming. And that's when I realized something important. I wasn't tired because of work. I was tired because I felt stuck in the same place. But the strange thing, change didn't begin because of success. It didn't begin because of a huge opportunity. It started with one question. If I keep living like this, where will I be in 5 years? And I imagined it. The same routine, the same job, the same exhaustion, just older. That's when I got scared. Not of failure. I was scared of never changing, so I decided to do something different. Not a huge decision, not a crazy move. I gave myself 1 hour every single day. 1 hour to learn, 1 hour to build, 1 hour to do something for my future, not someone else's present. At first, I had no plan. I simply tried, read, learned, wrote ideas, and in the beginning, everything was bad. First attempt failed. Second attempt didn't last. Third attempt, nothing happened. And every time I asked myself, am I wasting my time? Should I go back? But this time I didn't stop. I kept going, even without motivation, even without results. And then I noticed something strange. I was changing. The way I thought was changing. And I realized something important. Real success isn't reaching the destination. Real success is becoming the person capable of reaching it. I used to believe success required one big moment, one huge deal, one opportunity that changes everything. But what I discovered was that life doesn't change like that. It changes quietly. Every day you build moves you one step higher. At first, nobody notices, not even you. I simply stayed consistent, learned, worked, repeated, continued. And on many days, I felt like nothing was happening. But I kept moving. Until one day, I looked back and realized the distance I had traveled was much bigger than I imagined. The things that used to pressure me became normal. The things that used to scare me became everyday decisions. And I understood something. Success isn't becoming someone else. Success is repeating the right version of yourself long enough. And over time, opportunities started showing up. Or maybe they were always there. I just became able to see them. I started moving with more confidence, making decisions faster, thinking further ahead, and I stopped chasing excitement and started building. For the first time, I felt like I wasn't chasing life anymore. I felt like I was leading it. And after some time, I reached the place I once thought was impossible. But the strange thing was, when I got there, I realized the goal was never the destination. The goal was the person I became along the way. Because first place isn't a location. First place is becoming a version of yourself that once couldn't imagine getting there. And that was the moment I understood. I didn't change my life. I changed myself. And life changed after that.